pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to
and to
the
the republic for which it stands,
one nation
nation under God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with liberty and justice
justice
for
for all. Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Present.
Norris,
Here.
Rigdon,
Here.
Rothgeb,
Here.
Solek.
Here.
Mr. President, we do have a quorum.
Okay. Thank you. Agenda item number 4 is a motion to vote to approve or not approve the minutes for the May 15th special board meeting.
I move to approve the minutes of the May 14th special board meeting.
Here, a second.
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 Okay, we got Larry. Gabe moved and Larry seconded to approve the minutes for the May 14th special board meeting. Roll call, please.
Bach,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rigdon,
Yes.
Rothgeb,
Yes.
Solek.
Yes. Agenda item number 5, the superintendent's report for Tracy.
All right, I just had a few things I wanted to share with you. We've had a busy little bit of time since last we met. And one of the things that we did last week that was a lot of fun was our end of the year student celebration. And Terry had connected with Speak Now Productions and they came out and videoed the event. And so she was sharing with us just beforehand a draft of the video. It's not ready for us to post yet, but they're hoping to have that video out pretty quick. But we had a lot of traffic. A lot of our students came in and through the parking lot, and we had booths set up so that all of the teachers and teaching assistants and other staff could, say congratulations to all of our students and thanks for the hard work, and we're missing you and look glad to see you when we can see you again. So they got to go with some little goodie bags and certificates that they've earned, and Terry did a great job. We had a device that we borrowed from their church where they could log into or tune into a radio station and hear a broadcast, and she was sharing some information with the students as they were going through and announcing the student recognition of the different award winners and so forth. So it was a lot of fun. I'll be anxious to get the video posted out there, but it was not the way we wanted to end the year, but at least we had an opportunity to say goodbye to the students, and it was very well received.
Yeah.
So
Somebody asked me if they were protesting.
no, and we had the bid opening at the same time. So it was very
Gosh.
busy that day, and we had contractors coming in. And so it was a busy and hopping little parking lot for a while. That's what they said. Tomorrow we'll be doing our end of the year celebration for our staff, normally on the last day of May, which is when our 10-month staff will conclude their annual contracts for the year. We normally have a big event and a luncheon, and it's just a lot of fun. Last year we had our human foosball tournament, and so we're unfortunately with social distancing in mind, we can't do those things. So we're going to have a virtual event, and we've got a virtual scavenger hunt planned and some other things. So we're going to try to get together without touching each other, and we can't give hugs or any of the fun stuff that we normally can. So anyway, but we're excited to be able to wrap up the year. It's been an amazing year full of a lot of new things that we didn't anticipate we would need to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just really, really proud of our group and how we've managed to close the school year. So we'll be doing our wrap up with them tomorrow. Just to give you a little bit of an update on where we're at with some of the CARES Act stimulation dollars that we've been able to utilize. We have $131,000 of funds that we can disseminate directly to students. And we had 85 adult students that were enrolled with us this school year, and 17 of them were not eligible for the funds. That left us 68 students who were in the eligible group. 46 of those students have accepted the funds. We had 16 that even with multiple attempts to contact, there was no response, and we had a few that declined. So with the amount of monies that we have available, that we'll be able to disseminate about $2,175 to each of those 46 students. And we're going to retain about $30,000 of that money so that if we have expenses that will happen next school year with any of our students, we'll be able to have a little bit of money to address that as well. And then there are two other pockets of that CARES Act money. There's the Section 2 and a Section 3, and those are also available for us to do some grants to students. And there's like another 131,000 in option 2, and then there's about 237,000 in the third pocket. We've applied for that one and are waiting to see about the acceptance on that. There's only
For
so much of that.
Adult student.
It's adult students, but with the other two pockets, we can use that for some instructional materials. We can use it for remote learning items. We can use it for IT infrastructure to help deliver digital learning platforms. So, I mean, there are a lot of things that we can do with that money. We can also use it for grants to students. And so we're waiting to see about we've submitted for acceptance for the 237,000, and we're just waiting to see about acceptance for that. And then we will figure out what our needs are and how we can possibly utilize those funds.
That's right, at $500,000.
I know,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Crazy.
And it's,
really is.
you can even use it to defray some expenses that we've already incurred that are related to this situation. So
Okay,
anyway, so Stacy and the directors and I will be working on figuring out what our needs are and how we can utilize those funds. So phase 3 at this point, we're kind of waiting for the governor to make the official declaration. But as far as we are concerned, phase 3 is looking to move forward June 1. I got a little bit of guidance late this afternoon from Dr. Mack on any changes that would mean for our in-person training and other events on tech center campuses. And so Kale, Molly, and a few others, we're going to sit down in the morning and review our current guidance and see what adjustments we need to make as we move forward to phase 3. But we will have some availability to do unrestricted access to the campus for staffing. So it will be able to get back to a more normal environment there. But along with that, we still want to make sure that we can meet the CDC guidelines and other requirements to maintain a healthy work environment. So we'll be working on that. As I mentioned to you all earlier, we finished the interviews for the medical assisting and biomed positions. And so we'll be bringing those to the June board meeting for you. And then I just wanted to let you know, my husband is having surgery next week. He's going to do carpal tunnel with both hands. So I'll be taking off a couple of days to make sure I can get him situated and we have him under control. But and once I can get
Good luck, Tracy.
I know.
He's doing both at once?
He's doing both at once. He just wants to get it done. So, and so.
Yeah. Good luck, Tracy.
This may be a bad decision, but we'll find out next week.
Bad decision for you.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, I love my husband, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's really all I have. We'll have more to share with you at the June board meeting, but I just wanted to give you a couple of updates.
okay. All right. Any questions for Tracy? All right, so we'll go to agenda item number 6, the discussion and possible action to award or reject bids for the proposed building project. And Tracy, are you going to lead that?
Do you want to unmute Paul Kyler? I'm going to let Paul kind of take the lead on this one. And like I said, we had the bid opening last week, and the document that you have prepared for you is the listing of the bid packages. And I'm going to let Paul give you kind of his outline of where we're at this point and what his recommendations are.
Okay, can everybody hear me okay?
Yes,
Yes.
you can.
Okay. I've got Ross is in the room with me, and I also have Larry Hand. He's going to be our project manager for the project. So I wanted those guys to be here too, so they could hear what's going on. And you may have some questions that they could answer that maybe I couldn't. So anyway, we're all three here in the room listening in. The report that I gave to Tracy that I think you all have in front of you, we tried to simplify where we're at as much as we could with the amount of information we have. We got our bids last Thursday afternoon, and overall we were really pleased with the response and the majority of the numbers. With this many bid packages, typically you're going to have a few gaps, and we've got some areas that we need to rebid or go out and get some quotes to try to make this a complete project. But what we're looking for tonight is approval of that first section of bid packages that totals about $4.8 million. These are the bid packages we are very comfortable with that are within our estimate, and we received multiple competitive bids. So we feel good about those, and we think we need to lock those in so we can move forward with the project. That being said, we've for the gaps that we have now, we've inserted some estimates and kind of made a worst case scenario bottom line for you, which you can see at the bottom of the page is right at $8 million. It's where we stand today. That does not include any of the alternates that are listed, that are itemized there on the bottom right section of that report. And also tonight, you'll need to formally reject a couple of bid packages that are in the second section. Those are two bids that we only received one number per package, and it was well over our estimate. So we're not comfortable with the numbers. We think we could do a lot better if we go back out and try to focus on getting better numbers, especially bid package 23, which is the HVAC. That number is more than double what we had estimated. And I feel like we can conservatively save $500,000 to $600,000 on that if we go back out for bids again.
And these are the only bidders on those two items?
Yes.
Or okay.
We had one bid for that $1.66 million out of Wichita.
Wow.
And it's a company that we've never worked with before. Well, I don't know that we've ever gotten a bid from them before.
Who did the work the last go round on the last?
It was
phase?
Omni Mechanical.
And they chose not to bid this job?
They did, yeah, they didn't.
And you guys will reach back out to bidders to, initiate the rebidding process, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we feel, we've talked to a couple that we feel like are good candidates that are very interested, and we'll pick up more in the next 21 days. HVAC is not a critical path item for us on our schedule up front. It's going to be some time before we need those guys on site to work. So it's really not hurting us not having that under contract right now.
Paul, what's your estimated time to put out the rebids?
I would like to get it in the paper this weekend and shoot for, I think it's June 23rd
Okay.
is a Tuesday.
Okay, so the ones on top, the bid, what you're recommending for us to approve tonight, the top part, the 4.8 million, you've had work with these companies before, and you guys are okay with them
Yes.
so far? Okay. Okay. All right. Is any other discussion?
So your
And
motion,
one other thing I do want to mention, these, where we say we're going to gather quotes, those are all things that are going to be well under $50,000, which is the threshold for having to go back out for a formal bid. So we're just going to present quotes, and we think we'll have that ready for your regular board meeting in June.
okay.
So we'll have those numbers locked down as well.
Okay,
So the motion will need to include approval of the bid packages and rejection and rebid of those two items, number 1 and 23.
okay. Does anybody have any further questions or comments?
Well, I will comment that I don't have a paper in front of me with the information, so I'm trusting the three of, yeah, thanks.
Get your bifocals on.
Trusting your guidance.
When we met and the gentleman presented all the bond loan information, all that stuff, didn't we vote on a ballpark
Yes.
amount that we thought would be our go-ahead?
Right, and when we did the lease agreement, our balance in the lease agreement fund is 7.224 million. And so I think based upon what Paul is saying with the rebid of some of these items, that he's place holding it with the 1.6 million. But his anticipation is that those numbers will come down and we'll be back closer to our ballpark figure where we're at. And we have enough funds in our building fund. I don't think we'll have an issue addressing.
And that's 7.2 million.
Yes.
So it's really close to what we were told, you know. And then the financing piece that Tracy just mentioned, where we've obligated already for the 7.2, and, you know, we've got some extra money in the building fund, certainly if it is a couple $100,000 over the 7.2. I think we'll be okay as far as the financing piece.
I do too. Stacy and I have just.
So-
about it.
Good questions for that. So any further questions for Paul or Ross or Larry or?
And when do the alternates come into play? I mean, is that something?
I mean, as far as the west parking lot,
Well, and the area where the construction company is going to make their laydown yard is part of the parking. So that would be one
Okay.
of the latter pieces.
we'll address that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, any further questions? Entertain a motion to approve the bid packages recommended for approval and also the bids that are recommended to reject and rebid.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to accept the bid packages as recommended for approval totaling 4.803796 million. And then bids that are recommended to reject and rebid for the 1.710 number. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Buck,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rigdon,
Yes,
Rothko,
Yes.
Solid.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, so then at the next meeting, the construction manager will gather the quotes and for those three items there. Did I need to say the 23 in one item to reject or?
I think that was part of the
Okay,
motion.
Yeah,
All right.
I got it.
and then, so we've kind of got that part taken care of. What was our thoughts on the alternates? Are we going to resurface them or re-concrete them?
Concrete.
Okay,
We're planning to.
I vote yes, but we're
concrete on
not ready for that yet. Okay,
Yeah, we want to, all of
Good.
the asphalt that is in the driving lane and all of that will be replaced with concrete.
okay, good deal. Good deal, good deal. That's,
Yeah, hey, I want to clarify that the driveway is part of the base bid. It's not part of the alternate. The alternate is the parking lots only. The driveway will happen no matter what.
okay,
Right. And but we're going with concrete rather than asphalt.
That is
Good.
correct.
good. Okay, All right. Any other questions or discussion that we have about that? Or we don't. That's a lot of money, but it's great. It's good to make some progress here. All right. That's that agenda item number. So next one is a vote to adjourn. That's so
And we
quick.
have to
You
vote.
have to have a roll call.
That's so
since it's
quick.
Virtual.
We do have to vote on the adjournment.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll entertain a
Why-
motion to adjourn. Last time we just
I
adjourned.
know, but because it's,
We forgot
Is
that
it
it's
virtual?
virtual
It's a special meeting, so we need to
and
adjourn.
it's virtual, so.
Virtual.
I move we adjourn.
I second.
Okay, Mary moves and I got a second from Gay. Roll call, please.
Buck,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rigdon,
Yes.
Rockett,
Yes.
Solek.
Yes. All right, thank you.